In just a few moments, we're going to see how a proper sales process should actually be. Cloud software is the industry that we chose, so we had conversations with a few professionals. You're gonna see a skit showing you the perfect sale. We'll outline the strategy and all of relevant details. We'll start with the industry for a short while, give you an overview of the buyer and seller profile. Then you'll see the execution, flawless to the T. Meetings with the COO, IT, and purchasing teams. We'll touch on the future of professional cloud sales, and we'll make sure that you're equipped to keep on making these deals.
So our team today is looking at the cloud software industry. Cloud software is extremely important for companies that are undergoing the digital transformation process. It allows those companies to move their data from physical servers to the cloud servers, and it also allows them to use their existing technology on the cloud and adapt to new technologies as they become available. There's a couple of advantages and benefits to using cloud software. First is that it's much more inexpensive when you compare it to physical servers. And the second benefit is that the access to data on cloud is much faster than it is on physical servers. Now, the selling process in the cloud software industry is becoming much more complex in the last few years. And this is because the number of stakeholders for the buying company is very large. The second reason it's very complex is because the deal value for cloud software is huge. And also, it's a complex deal because the time and implementation timeline is extremely long when you're looking at the purchasing of a cloud software. We're going to take a look at an example of a sales process between a buyer, which is the Bank of Hamilton, who's looking for a cloud services provider, and a seller. In this case, is Jim Cloud Services. And Jim Cloud Services is a big player in the cloud services market, and they're looking to prospect a client, in this case, the Bank of Hamilton.
So Varun, I asked you here today because, as you know, lots of the industries we serve are going through major digital transformation, and it's time for us to go out there and see what new leads we can get prospecting, and I want you to start closing some new accounts. I think that there's a lot of competition to our services, and I want to get ahead of the game because that's looming large over our heads. So I want you to go out, find some new leads, like I said, and really explain to our potential clients the value that we bring them. Okay, can you do that for me?
Yes, I can. So, as you have seen, Paul, the sales manager, brought about a very important point: digital transformation. It is the most important force in the cloud selling industry today. It is because due to digital transformation, every company wants to move to cloud from their old servers. Because of that, there is a huge demand and there is also a very high competition. At this point in time, it is very important for the sales team to understand their value proposition and take it forward to the client in a personalized manner. Well, yes, Paul, I got the directive from the management and we have taken few steps to tackle this issue. We have identified that banking and financial services would be the best game because they can bring along a lot of revenue for us. We have also identified that Bank of Hamilton can be the best match for us at this moment. It is because they value data privacy, which is our specialty. So I think we can work along with that and make a strong case.
Very good. Sounds very promising. Are you preparing for this sales call?
Well, yes. So you'll be happy to know that we already had a first sales calls with the assistant of the COO, and we have fixed a 30-minute meeting with the person. What we have done is we have prepared a demonstration for him. But before that, I would definitely want to understand what his expectations are from us.
Very good. Keep me posted.
I will. Thank you. Hi, Amar.
Hi, very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So, as discussed over phone, I'm here to explain to you the advantages of our cloud services. We know that you have been looking forward to find the best product that suits your needs, and we can do that for you. But before going in that lane, I want to understand what are your expectations?
Yeah, so we want to provide the best possible solutions to our clients. So we want a cloud provider that not only enables us to port our existing applications, but we also want a cloud provider that gives us flexibility to create innovative solutions for our clients.
We totally understand that. And our solution is custom made for your needs. For that, what we have done in the last few years that we have helped a lot of other companies realize their true potential with our cloud services. We have a demonstration ready for you. Are you okay with it?
Yeah, sounds good. That actually sounds amazing. However, I'm not available this week, so I'll put you in touch with my purchasing manager. His name is Uman, and he'll be in touch with you with some more questions.
That sounds good. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Hi Varun, I'm Umang and I am the purchasing manager over here at Bank of Hamilton, and I have over here with me Fabio, who looks after the IT implementation. And Amar told me a few things about your company and the product, and I was really impressed about it. So I was wondering if you could help Fabio answer a few questions that he has about the product.
Yes, so I read the specification and offerings of your product. It's quite impressive. However, I have one concern regarding the scalability. As you know, the number of users and data have been drastically increasing over the past few years. And my question is the following. Would your product be able to support our peak time traffic?
I totally understand your concern, Fabio. Let me assure you that we have the best-in-class engineers who have devised a solution which can definitely give you the best performance at peak times.
Okay, and what about the idle time?
Well, you pay for the services that you use, so you save a lot of money there.
Okay, good, thank you.
At this point in time, Fabio, the IT manager, brought forward a very important point, scalability. It's a very important force in cloud selling today. It is because the data has risen exponentially in the past few years. And because of that, what has happened is that demand from the consumers has also increased. So it is very important for the sales team to highlight that they can take care of it.
So Varun, as Amar might have had indicated to you in the last meeting, do you have a quotation for the product?
Well, we have priced our product at $1.6 million at this point.
Looking at the quotations that other companies have provided us, I think your price is a little too high compared to them.
Well, I understand your concern, but I would like to highlight a point that data privacy is important to you, and it is speciality that we offer. So this is something which we would be able to provide you seamlessly going forward, which other competitors at this point are lagging behind with.
Okay, thank you very much Varun for your time and for sharing all this information with us. I will speak with Amar and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.
Thank you.
At the end of the video, Varun talked about data privacy. It is another important force in cloud selling industry today. It is because when you move to cloud, you are basically transferring your data from in-house to a third-party services or interims. What happens because of that is the team or the product company which is transferring the data has to have the trust on their partners. So this is a very important factor, and since they are specialists, the cloud services company has to bring it forward.
So as you just saw, a typical sales cycle, along with the forces affecting the current selling prospects in the cloud industry, it will be valuable to look at what the future of the sales in cloud software will look like. As cloud services covering a huge industry, the total addressable market for the sales persons in this industry has become huge, which gives them a lot of opportunities to target. However, with the competition becoming so aggressive, it is important for companies to differentiate their offerings, which is when value selling comes in picture. That is, selling the value more than the price. In addition, there are advancements in technologies everywhere. For example, large and connected cities are being built. Such intelligent advancements produce huge amount of data, and cloud is at the center of these advancements. Hence, selling the goods, the services, and the value added to it has become an art. As the cloud is the new disrupting force, it is vital for salespeople to be experts in the field. Say if you are to sell cloud services to the medical industry, the salesperson should not just be an expert in the medical field, but should also be aware of the legal compliance and the regulations governing the industry in order to effectively communicate the selling propositions. In addition, as the data is becoming the new drug, the companies should be able to embrace the digital transformation journey across their sales organizations. This means that the salespeople and the teams have to shift their mindset from past hard selling tactics to the ones in which added value is given to the customer experience as well as relationships through a variety of digital channels. This gives rise to a new way of selling, which is social selling. Hence, in today's world, the selling tactics have to be a combination of digital as well as manual intervention. So what does this mean for the new graduates and the MBAs coming into the industry? Well, invest in yourself. You should easily be able to communicate that business case to your customers in order to take them through the process of need identification, planning, and execution, thereby finally accelerating them through the buying process of the sales cycle.
One, the meeting with the CIO is incredibly important. Getting senior leadership bought in from the beginning when you have a complex, long sales cycle with many stakeholders involved is very important from the very beginning and very difficult. Secondly, when we talk about a long sales cycle, it's important to define what that is. Typically 9 months, a year, or more would be considered a long sales cycle. Thirdly, in the sales meeting, when the objection was raised around the price, it's good that you highlighted the differentiator, which was security or privacy. Also important is to highlight the fact that your service isn't for everyone, and if price is the number one factor, then perhaps you aren't the right fit for them. And if they're looking for a low-cost provider, that certainly isn't you if you're differentiating yourself with a premium service that focuses on security and privacy. And then lastly, when you talk about investing in yourself at the end, more specifically, one idea could be to look at sales training options that are out there. One that's been around a long time that I like a lot is the Sandler training method, which I've been trained in and I use and I've gotten a lot out of. Thanks.